Testing, testing, testing. Hello, and welcome back to the Outpost. My seed oil system is working fine. I don't know if I talked about it last time, but I figured out why my pipe system was not recirculating. What I had done is, if you see down there that yellowish pipe is a sandstone pipe. I used this so it wouldn't connect to any machinery. Problem is, I also use a sandstone pipe under here, and it wasn't connecting to the deep storage unit. So it was all getting chucked out and wasted. So I fixed that. And I added another obsidian pipe here or there. So this is a little bit better equipped to pick up the seed, the chestnuts when they spit out. So that's going. I currently have my liquid XP generator turned off. I turn it on every so often. It does take a lot of power, and I'm not quite self-sufficient enough to run that all the time. But it does work, and I know I said I was going to show you the, what's it called? The auto enchanter, that's right. But I decided to do something a little bit different today. You may have noticed the last, half dozen episodes or so, I've been eating nothing but apples. I'm getting bloody sick of apples. And as you see, I have all these farms here. This is all rice, all this stuff here. I've got some lettuce here, wheat, corn. I think these are raspberries. Yeah, raspberries. Corn, those are cotton plants. Carrots, tomatoes, it's netherwort over there. Don't eat netherwort, it's bad for you kids. So I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this and make some better foods for me. Because if you notice, eating, raspberries and apples and stuff only restores half a heart. That's not very useful. But there's a whole set of things in this mod which you can make better food. So if I were to say look up apple, in addition to all these fancy apple wood blocks, which I'm still not quite sure how to get these. And your golden apple and all that. If you go to the next page, you see apple sauce, apple juice, apple pie, caramel apple or caramel, apple jelly sandwich, apple core. Well, that's used for trees. So there's all sorts of recipes that use. Let's actually go look at the tomato. It only has one recipe by itself, tomato soup, which is, what's this? A pot and some stock. Let's see what else you can use the tomato for. It should be loading any second. Come on. Wow. Okay, use the tomato to make seeds, make 2 tomatoes. Interesting. Crated tomatoes. What's this? Spaghetti, pasta, spice leaf. Never seen a spice leaf. Saucepan. Tomato soup, ketchup. We can make ketchup. That's interesting. Chicken parm. Oh, that sounds nice. Pizza. I can make pizza? Wow. Spring salad. BLT. Cheeseburger. You make a cheeseburger? Cucumber. I don't think I've found any cucumbers yet. I don't know. Stuffed peppers. You see, all these sorts of things you can do, and there's tons of recipes here for some really tasty food. I also have a bunch of seeds over here that haven't been planted yet. Oh, there's some cucumber. Did I get any spice leaf? No spice leaf. That's unfortunate. Maybe I can find some of that later. So, but there's all these things. Now, actually, let's go back to the tomato. There's one thing that was on here is stock. The way this works, it's a mixing bowl, a pot, and some type of leftover. If you know traditional cooking, stock is you soak leftovers in boiling oil, usually with a mirepoix, which is a fancy name for celery, onion, carrots. And you cook it for a while, and it boils down, and it's a really, really concentrated liquid with lots of flavor. But in Minecraft, it's bone or some chicken or it's basically a meat or fish. Fish. I wonder if there's a better way to get fish. Well, there is a better way to get fish. It's this item here called a fish net. There's actually a couple ways to get fish, and it's just wool and wood blocks. You can, of course, make a fishing rod and fish. That's kind of boring. There's a machine from Minecraft Reloaded called a fisher, which will fish. I believe it takes power. It might not. I don't remember off the top of my head. But then there's also this device called a fish net. And what you do is you basically plant this in an area where there's water all around it. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm actually going to go to bed for now. And we'll go plant this. And if I remember correctly, the way it works is it slowly, over time, gathers fish. So, back in the water. We'll put that there, and then break this block. Yep, so it will slowly gather fish. So we may just leave this for a while, and then come back every so often and check it. Maybe build another one or two of them later. While I'm here, I'm actually going to grab this copper. I can use the copper. Okay, why is the water not restoring? Well, I'll fix that in a minute. Bucket. There we go. I think that got it. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that. A little bit OCD. So yeah, it will slowly, over time, catch fish. So we'll leave that for a bit. But there's a bunch of materials you need to make all these recipes. So we'll go back to the tomato soup. So it requires a pot. Stock also requires a pot and a mixing bowl. So how do you make a pot? 4 pieces of iron and a stick. And I think I can do that. We'll just take some iron. Put a stick there. And there we go. A pot. I believe this stock also takes a mixing bowl, which is 3 pieces of wood and a stick. I guess that made sense. Don't have enough wood. That's okay. Okay, and mixing bowl and a stick. Okay, now I should have, yep, I got some bones here, so we'll just make this for now. I eventually would like to, save the bones for bone meal, but just as a demonstration, hey, stock. And it does not use the mixing bowl or the pot. So I can store these. Well, actually, I'm going to need the pot because tomato. Here we go. Tomato, some stock, and a pot gives me tomato soup. Now, if you notice, it says light meal. Morsel, seeds, I don't think you can eat. But these restore more hearts, obviously. Morsels restore half a heart. I think light meals will restore a heart or a heart and a half. Not heart. Hunder. I keep saying heart. I mean hunder. So what I'm going to do is while the fishnet is fishing, I moved the fence back a little bit so I can get more farmland. I have to go clean up all those flowers over there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be back, and we'll plant some more of these vegetable crops that we have. So see you in a minute. And I just slept through the night. It's morning, and I've got 9 new fields to work. Excellent. So, planned in a couple things. Grabbed a couple things that sounded interesting. So, I guess in this one, we'll plant some cucumbers. Put a sweet potato here. Chili pepper. I'm really kind of excited to use that. Barley. Turnips. Kind of iffy on turnips, but we'll see what they do. Nope. Hi, Enderman. Have fun over there. Garlic. Ginger. And zucchini. Now, what you can do is just sit here and wait for these to grow, or you could use bone meal on it. There's another option called a watering can. I don't remember where this one comes from, but it feels a little bit cheaty. It's like really powerful, and it's relatively easy to make. It's some stone, a bowl, and bone meal. I don't think this recipe works. And then you just click on some water. And then what you can do, if you right click, oh, I guess I need to fill it up. Yep. Okay, why is it? Nope. It's like it should be. Yeah. So if you right click and hold, oh, I accidentally broke a plot of land. That's alright. It should cause stuff to grow at an accelerated rate like you were using bone meal. Now it was working on the cotton crops, so I don't know if it's just these particular crops. Oh, there's something. It may just be natural. I don't know. But I can give you an example over here on something that I know it works on. So we'll just pick some of this cotton. Oh, carrots too. So yeah, you can see how it's really forcing stuff to grow really, really fast. Which, like I said, kind of cheaty, yeah, I feel. But if you need something to grow really, really fast, it tends to work pretty well. Like I said, I don't quite know if it works on everything, but it does tend to work on a lot of things. So just fill it back up. Oh, yeah, you see, now it's growing. If you just sit here and water stuff, it will grow eventually. And we'll get lots of new food. So, oh, let's come over here and see if we can't, oh yeah, it definitely works on the barley. Yep, it definitely worked on the barley. Let's just try it over here and make sure. It doesn't work right away, so it works, functions just like bone meal. Sometimes you have to click on it multiple times for it to kick in, but Now, I don't quite know if barleywort's like the other plants where you can just right-click it, or do you actually have to break it? Oh, I'll find out. Yeah, it looks like you have to break it. Well, that's alright. We can do that. But anyway. So, that's going. We'll get some more water. Force this to grow. Now, what was it that I wanted to make? I wanted to make a pizza. Dough, cheese, pork chop, tomato, and bakeware. So dough is flour, salt, water, and a cutting board. Flour is wheat or rice, and a mortar and pestle. And mortar and pestle is stone and a stick. Okay, that's easy enough to do. We should have some stone in here. Hey, it's actually 3. That's convenient. And a stick, mortar and pestle. Excellent. So, take some flour. There we go. What did I need again? Salt and water. And a cutting board, which I know I have. And I should, yep, got some salt. Come out here, get some water. Salt, flour, water, and that's right, and cutting board equals dough. And it does put the bucket back, so you don't lose that. And I need cheese. That's milk and salt. Now, come over here to my cows. Hello, cows. Thank you for your milk. And what was that in again? A pot. Okay. I need to come back over here anyway and get my pot. And some more salt. So, pot, salt, milk, cheese, bakeware, brick. Do I have any bricks? I think I've got some clay back over in the house. I'll be back when I get the bricks done. Okay, got some clay, got some bricks, make some bakeware. Now I should have everything I need. Yep. So we'll take some dough, we'll take some cheese, put some bacon on that, and a tomato, and we get, now I think that's a good way to end this episode, is I'm going to take my pizza. Nom 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 nom. And you see it filled up all that hunger. Pretty good, huh? And there's all sorts of foods that you can make. You know, supreme pizza, but that needs a spice leaf. So all sorts of things you can do with all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to keep the farm growing. As stuff grows, I'll replant it and expand, and probably pick up the beehive and add some more fields over there and get more of these seeds going. Maybe even, what do I can use avocado for? I like avocados. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by the thought of good food. So, you know, and it kind of, for some reason when you're accessing the recipe list, if you push the use, it lags a little bit. Cream of avocado soup. Guacamole! I'll have to make, oh, it's that spice leaf. I'm going to have to find those spice leaves and limes. Yes, I'm definitely going to have to find spice leaves. Burritos. Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you could like, share, and favorite this video, it helps out a ton. And as always, have fun.